Ms. Grijalva, recollect, Grijalva has not yet had a scheduled date because she was elected after the House was out of session. So I am anxious to administer the oath to her. As soon as you guys vote, tell her in the government.
You don't want to be on that discharge. How much?
It's totally absurd. You guys are experts at red herrings and distraction.
Moving along.
No, it has nothing to do with Epstein. The House Oversight Committee is working on the Epstein files right now, releasing 34,000 pages and more on the way.
You know she's key to that discharge petition.
Let me finish. The House Oversight
You just
Committee.
keep coming with excuses. This is an excuse so she doesn't sign.
Speculation is growing in Washington that US President Donald Trump may be quietly influencing efforts to delay the swearing-in of Adelita Grijalva, the newly elected Democratic representative from Arizona. Critics believe the delay is not about scheduling or the ongoing government shutdown and very well could be a calculated move to stop Grijalva from becoming the 218th signature needed to force the release of Jeffrey Epstein-related federal files. There is no public proof that Trump directly ordered such a delay. However, the sequence of events, the timing, and the political benefits that the delay offers to Trump and his allies have made the situation look suspicious to many observers. Adelita Grijalva won a special election on September 23, 2025 to fill the seat left vacant after the death of her father, Congressman Raul Grijalva, who had represented Arizona's 7th district for decades. She was expected to be sworn in quickly, a routine process that usually happens within days of certification. But weeks later, Grijalva still hasn't taken the oath of office. House Speaker Mike Johnson, a Republican and a close Trump ally, has cited the ongoing government shutdown as the reason for postponing her swearing-in. He claimed the House cannot officially seat new members while it is not in regular session.
Hi friends, it's Adelita Grijalva. Last month, voters in southern Arizona elected me to Congress, but Republicans are playing political games, delaying my swearing in, and blocking me from taking office. We're fighting back, and I'm asking you to join the thousands who've already signed our petition, demanding that Speaker Johnson end the obstruction and swear me in immediately. They know I'll be the 218th member needed to force a vote on releasing the Epstein files. This is about the people of Arizona's 7th district who are being left without representation, all to protect Trump while silencing the voices of our community. Will you stand with us? Sign our petition today. Thank you.
Democrats, however, have pointed out that Republican members in similar circumstances have been sworn in during recess or pro forma sessions before. They have argued that there is no legal or procedural reason for this delay, making it appear political.
1,000 pages and more on the way.
You know she's key to that discharge petition.
Let me finish. The House Oversight
You just
Committee.
keep coming with excuses. This is an excuse so she doesn't sign on to that.
This is absurd.
This is the longest time the House
Do you
has
want me
been
to
out of
answer the
session.
question? If you ask a
Because
question,
you're
let me
not
answer.
actually answering the question. This
Okay.
entirely has to do with
Okay.
the Epstein.
You see, this is a publicity stunt. Let me tell you what's happening. The House Oversight Committee is working on the release of the Epstein files. There are some of the biggest bulldogs in Congress, and the Republican and Democrat side who are working on that aggressively. I met with the victims before they went out and did the press conference, and the House Oversight is doing its job. Did you know, you might not, because we haven't been in session, the House Oversight has its lawyers in New York City combing through the Epstein estate files. None of that had been anticipated by discharge petitions or anything else. They have subpoenas that are being supplied, they're being followed through on by the Department of Justice. We have more subpoenas that are outstanding for big name persons, Democrats and Republicans, and there are more documents coming through. They're doing the work, they're doing it methodically, they're doing it with subpoena power, and you don't need an act of Congress for that to happen because they're already on it.
So then
and I was
so why are you
in the
still
room with all of
Why are you
them.
blocking her then?
I'm not blocking her, I just
This
told
is the
you.
longest time that House Oversight has been out of session that's not in a regular August session. This is the longest time it's taken for someone to be sworn in, and it all happens to coincide with the fact that she's going to be the deciding vote on the discharge petition.
I know why you're upset. I know why you're upset.
Mike,
you
I
get a
gotta-
lot of heat because the government is closed down and you guys
Well, we're
made
not.
the decision.
Actually, no.
You wait,
Mike,
you
I
made
got
it
a-
5 times
Mike,
to
I
get
got
the
a
government
request.
closed.
I got a request.
Yes.
Why don't we do this? Why don't you bring back your Republican members so we can have a serious negotiation with
We're
them
going to have plenty of
about this?
negotiations as
Well, why
soon
don't
as you
we- why
open the
don't we-
government.
The timing of Grijalva's delayed swearing-in has drawn attention because of an active bipartisan discharge petition in the House of Representatives. This petition aims to compel a public vote to release federal investigative materials related to the late financier and sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Under House rules, 218 signatures are required to force such a vote. So far, 217 members, all Democrats and a few Republicans, have signed the petition. Grijalva's entry would provide the decisive 218th signature, making the release of the Epstein files unavoidable. This is where the speculation about Trump intensifies. During his presidency, Trump dismissed calls for the full release of Epstein-related materials, calling them a Democrat distraction. Several of Epstein's known social connections, including high-profile politicians and businessmen, have fueled rumors that the documents could be politically damaging. If the petition succeeds, the resulting disclosures could reopen debates about who had ties to Epstein, including possible associations with Trump's social circle from the early 2000s. Democratic lawmakers like Ro Khanna and Ruben Gallego have openly accused Speaker Johnson and Trump's allies of using the shutdown and House recess as excuses to block Grijalva's swearing in. Meanwhile, Speaker Johnson has strongly denied any connection between Trump's influence and his decision. He maintains that the delay is purely procedural and that Grijalva will be sworn in as soon as the House returns to session. Even without direct evidence of Trump's involvement, several facts make the theory believable. First, the shutdown and delay began just as the discharge petition neared the 218th signature mark. Second, other lawmakers have been sworn in under similar conditions before, contradicting Johnson's stated reason. Third, preventing the release of Epstein files could shield influential figures, including Trump's associates, from renewed scrutiny. These overlapping elements don't prove intent, but they strengthen the argument that political motivations may be at play. If the government shutdown or leadership tactics are being used to suppress a vote that could expose critical public information, it raises concerns about how far partisan interests can stretch democratic norms. As of now, there is no clear timeline for when Grijalva will take office. Until that happens, questions will persist about whether her absence is a matter of procedure or part of a deliberate strategy influenced by Donald Trump to keep certain secrets buried.